All right. It's Jared here from Crypto Plan. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm going to get down to business today. No music. I've been holding off on doing ICP, so we're going to take a look at the chart and wonder if the knife has fallen. So yeah, if you're into updates on the charts on ICP, stick around. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell if you so desire. All right, so we're on the daily chart on ICP, and I was wrong about this one. I definitely saw the price turning around back there on the 12th of June when it got down as low as $50, and there's a couple of green days, and I thought, you know what, it's going to stabilize and it's not going to fall too much further. It did. The falling knife kept on falling, and I guess the lessons we learn is that catching a falling knife, one, is bad. Price charts or assets without price history have no support level. And I guess that was determined by the original investors. And if those original investors or the seed investors were buying it, from a dollar to, $20 or $30, then anyone selling down here at 27 is still making a profit if they were selling their original bags. So that is a lesson I've learnt, and I guess the timing was really great for those seed investors, but poor for the retail investors because the timing was exactly when Bitcoin was correcting. So I have learnt that no matter what, Bitcoin is the leader of this market, and if Bitcoin is bearish, the whole market is bearish, and the whole market is leveraged to the downside on any Bitcoin negative price action, if you know what I mean. But we have some positive price action on ICP, and we have some positive percentages of price action. The last 2 days, 41%, and so far today, 13.72% for a grand total kind of bottom to top turnaround of 74% gain. So, I mean, if you were able to hold out and not try and catch that falling knife or attempt to catch the falling knife right down here, yes, you've done all right and you're probably in a good position on your trade. But a lot of us that, thought, 100 or, 60 was a low price, it still had a lot to fall, right? Another thing I am very interested in this chart is that even though this price was falling the whole time, there was a lot of trading going on, so curious about that. Were the original sellers up here, that had it up here, they were selling and then buying back in and selling and buying back in, was there a lot of trading going on? Probably. Definitely, there was definitely opportunities there. But either way, I like the fact that these two big green candles have equated to a large shift in price action. So, we'll see. And, but, we do know one thing's for sure. If the good old Bitcoin price up here does decide to go negative, this will go negative again, So we might see a kind of a double bottom forming here like we do in a lot of charts. So is it kind of down here, double bottom, and then kind of fire out of here? We don't know, but ICP, what a ride. I've learned so much from it. My grand total of 2 ICP have completely shed their skin and come down to a mere shell of themselves. And I'm very lucky that, I make these mistakes and I make them and I learn things from them, and I make them with small amounts of cash because, yeah, I wouldn't have liked to have been somebody that was blindly going in with thousands of dollars into this sort of a trade and just watching it go down. And I guess the long and the short of it is that trades like this make me realize that stop losses are so important. I think no matter what you think, no matter what the fundamentals are in a project, you have to understand that you want to make money, right? And if you're putting $100 in today, you want to have a stop loss of when it gets to about $90, because the thing is, like, if it falls any lower than $90, what's the point in putting your money in there, right? You might as well just keep it in your sock. It's true. Don't keep it in the bank because it'll probably whittle away just as much there. But yeah, do you know what? Like I've learned, and do you know what? I've today and the last couple of weeks, I've been putting stop losses on my stock positions, and they've been firing off, and I've been taking profits. And it's been great because now I have a cash balance to buy the dip, whereas I think I was probably not over leveraged, but I was in the market too much. I think I needed to have more cash on the side, and definitely regretting not taking some amount of profits when things were high. When Bitcoin was at 58 to 62,000, not taking profits out of some of the altcoins, I think was not a complete mistake, but it was a kind of a rookie error as a trader. I think there's a portion of my portfolio that was for trading, and there was an opportunity where I could have taken profits whilst I was looking upwards, thinking things can go up, which they will, but not acknowledging that they could also go down if the Bitcoin correction was happening, which I also was aware that it was happening. It was just, and like I've said in previous videos, it was like when I knew the Bitcoin was going down, I guess I didn't know what to do with that information. And that, in hindsight, that was take a lot of profits and probably go risk off during that whole period because like my video earlier today, like the crypto market's asleep. It's so sleepy. I think the only kind of exciting thing today is that Bitcoin's flat while, we've got altcoins and Bitcoin miners giving us 10%, which is odd, but I think maybe that's just the case that everything's so oversold that people are just like, is it over? Is it over? Can I come in and buy the dip? And maybe you can. Maybe today is the day to start accumulating the dip. Maybe that's the signal that we're seeing that, if Zilliqa is 13% on the day, is it that this is finally the bottom, and the market makers and the institutions and whoever else is buying these things, the big players, the whales, are saying that the bottom is in. Maybe that's why ICP's popping to the upside. I don't have all those answers, but I do know one thing is for sure, that we do need Bitcoin to fire above 40,000 to really make waves in this crypto market. Because without it, we're nothing. Without it, all of our altcoins are worth about whatever. They're worth nothing. Without the confidence in the market and the market leader, and if Bitcoin is the gold, and I guess Ethereum, if that is the silver or whatever, those two need to be firing for the rest of us to be firing. So we are waiting and seeing whether ICP gives us another opportunity to buy at 25. Maybe that is the ultimate play, the contrarian play, when all the indicators are saying, don't buy this thing, it's a falling knife and it could go lower. Maybe those two kind of $20, $28 entries that may occur could be the best thing you do in crypto. Because the thing is, there's a lot of upside to kind of regain that territory. And from a percentage perspective, even if it only got to those original listing prices, you've got a 10x there. So, like I say, 10x coin now, it could be a 20x coin if it kind of goes up all the way to all-time highs. Will we put the Fibonacci on it now and see what it does? Let's do that just for the crack. So yeah, we're still getting up in the above 1300 range if we were to do a full retracement of that bear move that just happened and then move to the upside and to the full extension. So do you know what? Small risk, high reward, contrarian play is still in play. At the end of the day, I've got a couple of them and I'll hold on to them. It's not the worst loss in the world at the moment, and happy to hold because you only lose when you sell, right? You only lose when you sell. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this one. Sorry if you were waiting for it. I've been delaying because, like I say, Bitcoin is the show leader. But yeah, thank you for watching the channel, watching everything. Please subscribe if you're interested in keeping up to date with the ICP. But yeah, hopefully this is the knife bouncing on the ground flat, and we see the upside, and not just in ICP, in all of our altcoins. And keep an eye out. I'm going to try and do 5 charts in 5 minutes soon, and get some quick price predictions out there to you all through some short, sharp videos. I've been Jared. This has been Crypto Plan. Bye for now.